Hi, this is Todd Marks, founder and president of Mindgrub Technologies, coming to you Todd Talk style from Baltimore, Maryland. I'm here to speak about the future of technology and communications in the outdoor recreation industry. Let me stop for a second. I want to show you some case studies. I'm a big believer of play, work, live, and I like to do both at the same time, but let me take a break here, a little breather. The first case study I want to talk to you about is for a client called Venture Trailers. They, like a lot of manufacturers, sold direct to businesses. And when they approached us, they wanted to sell direct to consumer. So we made a new website for Venture Trailers. We added marketing automation, and we allowed them to sell directly to consumers, which opened up a brand new market segment and increased revenue that they didn't have before. The next case study I'm going to go over is another outdoor manufacturer. That's Yamaha Motors. Yamaha Motors had an owner's manual, like old school paper owner's manual that went in your glove box. And they came to us and they wanted to make a more interactive, modern owner's manual. So what we did is we made a mobile application that allows users to add their boat ID identification. They can find service centers if they happen to break down. It uses mapping to find the nearest service center and gives contact information so that they might be able to reach out, get that repair, or find the nearest fishing hole. As far as mapping goes, we used to have, handheld devices that were entirely for mapping. We've done a lot of work for the U.S. government, arguably not outdoor recreation, but a strong mapping component with a TAC program. And this is replacing the government's version of a Magellan or a Garmin called a Dagger. They found that the warfighters were doing mapping directly on their phones. Again, a mobile application. And the mapping that we can do is super rich mapping. We've worked for park services, conservation areas, all using a similar framework as this for mapping. Next, I want to talk about another client. We're starting to get into all sorts of hardware, solar, and equipment. And we work with Morningstar. Morningstar makes off-grid power converters. The really cool thing about this is if you have a off-grid hut in Alaska, in the woods of the Appalachians, the Pacific Mountains, and you want to know if you have enough battery power. Is your Wi-Fi still available? Yes, we can put Wi-Fi in the middle of nowhere these days. You can now log in remotely and see the status of your systems using this Morningstar application. I also want to show you a personal favorite of mine. I've been working with the founder and owner of TimberHut for a long time. We've got a really, really cool product here. And what that product is going to enable us to do, let me show you right side up here, is add essentially slope side cabanas. The name of this new TimberHut is called the Base Camp. And they're adding slope side cabanas next to ski resorts. But these cabanas are super technology enabled. They're going to have, as I mentioned, solar and off-grid power conversion. They're going to have Wi-Fi, maybe even a smart TV, access control with your mobile device. But they're really going to be the communications center of a family outing while they're at the slopes. And not only that, but I could do a couple runs and say I've got a meeting and I need to sit down and look like I'm not on a ski slope. Well, I can go to my base camp, log in, sit down, and conduct a meeting there right on the side of the mountain. We're also going to have a number of tools for communications, mapping, finding outdoor areas where you can discover additional timber huts. Some really, really cool technology. Anyway, thanks for joining me today. I'm happy I gave you a little taste of technology and communications in the outdoor recreation industry. It's so cool now that you're able to play, work, and live all at the same time, and even on one bicycle. Anyway, Todd Marks, founder and CEO of Mindgrub, coming to you from just outside Baltimore, Maryland, in the Patapsco mountain biking range. Really, really cool area. I live right by it, and I'm able to get out here and just enjoy myself in the outdoors. Thank you very much.